The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Fresco-Matic at a combined weight of 387 pounds, the team of Action Braxton and Watson.
Tag team scene here in Championship Wrestling has really been on fire, and this team of fame could really add a lot to the big picture, you might say. And it's going to be Watson and Action Braxton in action here. Both of those competitors we've seen here on this program in the past, and very impressive.
Yeah, making their return here and looking to produce big results.
And introducing their opponents, being accompanied to the ring by Guy Tweakacetti at a combined weight of 400 pounds, the team of Rockin' Ricky Gibson and Precious Eddie Pearl, Midnight Heat.
Midnight Heat. All kinds of energized here, guys, and you can't argue with success ever since being aligned with Guy Tweakacetti.
Looking like material Guy Tweakacetti. He's given Midnight Heat a new attitude. God, look at them. I mean, they're rocking and rolling. They're feeling what Tweakacetti's picking up, what he's putting down.
I thought these other guys came out with some swagger, but Midnight Heat, man.
The only man that can out-party Vince Neil, your friend and mine, Guy Tweakacetti!
All right, so now that the introduction of Guy Tweakacetti has been made, we'll get down to business here. What a tag team match this looks to be, of course, on the top of the heap in the tag team division, the Bodega.
Midnight Heat, though, I mean, they're riding high since this sort of rebranding under the tutelage of Guy Tweakacetti.
Yeah, got a big victory after being minted as Midnight Heat over Mike Camden and Honest John, after, Honest John and Camden had made a great showing against the Bodega in tag team title action. Now known as Rockin' Ricky Gibson, in there with Braxton. Big knee, and Braxton, an incredible athlete.
So Midnight Heat has worked together fantastically when they're formerly known as 4 Minutes of Heat, but now they seem to have a new swagger in their step with Guy Tweakacetti behind them. And they're going to need it because there's a whole bunch of swagger with these boys' fame.
Boy, when you're in there, you talk about motion pictures. I bet Gibson wished this was in slow motion right now. He's having a hard time keeping up with Braxton.
Yeah, had to tag out to Eddie Pearl, and right now it's been all fame.
And a lot of very unorthodox striking attacks here. Man, he has been lighting them up.
Tag is made. In comes Watson. And Watson, no stranger to the United Wrestling Network, was a big-time fixture in Championship Wrestling from Arizona. Longtime feud with former television champion Oliver Grimsley. Laid claim, really, to the king of the Sideshow title at one point. He has a victory over Pretty Peter Avalon. I mean, this guy can go. Look at the power with that power slam.
It has been lights, camera, nonstop action in the favor of fame right now.
Oh,
this
look
is
out,
crazy.
here comes Braxton.
Elevation
Wow.
sensation.
No CG there. That was the real deal. What elevation. Man, this is unbelievable. Double atomic drop.
Yeah, these boys are working very well together.
Great tag team action. We'll have a tag team main event as well. We know now that it'll be Levi Shapiro teaming up with Honest John to take on the Neon Phenomenon and Jack Cartwright. That coming up in our main event. But what a tag team encounter we have here. Goes deep into that drop down and now into that inverted atomic drop by the precious one, Eddie Pearl.
Yeah, Midnight Heat looking to get some sort of semblance of control, maybe slow the pace down a little bit here, trying to get any sort of momentum. They've been really struggling out of the gates here.
Yeah, Eddie Pearl did a very good job of slowing the action down, as you mentioned, Fame was really starting to get some moves going, so they needed to slow things down so they could start implementing their own offense and maybe get some double-team tactics going.
I didn't think that we'd be able to see anything with more kinetic energy than Guy Tweakacetti, but Fame really came out of the starting gate very strong.
Oh, they sure did. And now the veterans, though, slowing the pace, and that's really what they needed to do. Double teaming, the name of the game for Midnight Heat, that double flapjack. And maybe on the expressway, you might say, to victory, but not yet.
Not only double teaming, but they do a fantastic job of keeping a single guy in the ring to continue to double team. That way they can wear down one chain and weaken the link so they can break.
How many batteries do you think it takes to run Tweakacetti?
He is a 9-volt battery in a AA world, Todd. I mean, he needs to switch to decaf, does Tweakacetti.
Powerhouse in there. Watson striking his way out of that clench. Full head of steam. Swing and a miss a couple times over, but he didn't miss that one. Pinpoint drop kick by Eddie Pearl. Cover, looking for the victory, only a count of 2.
Late hook of the leg might have cost Pearl there.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Blake, there's a lot of moving parts in this thing. You got Tweakacetti on the outside. You got Fresco-Matic out there with Fame. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, there are a whole lot of moving parts in here, but like I said earlier, Midnight Heat is doing a fantastic job of keeping Watson in the ring, into their corner, and doing a lot of damage, hopefully to beat him down to the point where they can walk away with a W.
Well, that's what they're great at, cutting the ring off. We talked about the double teaming, now cutting the ring off, now making Braxton an on-factor.
I mean, they are the proverbial tag team specialists, and they specialize in exactly this, isolating one member of the opposing team and just going to work. It is all Midnight Heat's game plan right now.
No question about it. You know, we've seen this team, you know, now with Tweakacetti, but in the past, we saw them on Primetime Live right here on this program. They have traveled the land. That tour bus has made many a stops.
So right here we're seeing some great ring positioning out of Eddie Pearl where he's keeping himself between Watson and Braxton so Watson's unable to get to Braxton for a tag. This is why they're able to keep Watson in for so long and continue this damage.
Tag team continuity. Now cover could be all here. That was razor close to being another victory for Midnight Heat.
Watson extremely tough, now a blatant choke, and that's going to take more of the oxygen and deplete it from the big guy. And much like a fire, a competitor needs oxygen to thrive, and that is being deprived by Watson right now.
Yeah, right now what Rock God needs to do is he needs to get his legs around the body to control Watson if he wants to finish his choke. Now he needs to switch this position. He does not want Watson to be able to get back to Braxton. Great job there by Eddie Pearl getting between the two.
Oh, look at this. Oh, a meeting of the minds.
Another one. They've been huddling up a little bit too much in this match.
Little drum solo there. The percussion instruments being utilized.
Oh, and an encore to Ricky Gibson.
But Watson's still not out of the ring. He's still in the fire. Let's see if he can get to the corner for the tag.
Sure does. And I think Action Braxton is going to live up to that moniker now.
Yeah,
throwing
he
some
is
big
swinging.
rights.
Absolutely. Had Pearl in the corner, and he's now dishing out to Gibson in kind. One-man wrecking crew is Braxton.
Well, hopefully Watson can start recovering so he can get in there and help Braxton, because Braxton is not going to be able to continue this onslaught for that much longer.
That's true. Numbers game will come into play, but he's dividing and conquering right now. The one-man action movie. Blockbuster indeed. Drop kick, and again, well, these two are close. Not the way they want to be right now.
Not at all, and it is all Braxton.
Braxton's using his fantastic agility to land a variety of different strikes. Wow, huge flying knee there in the corner.
That, Eddie Pearl bailing out, that's not going to win any favors. Cover,
lights,
could be it.
Cameras, Braxton, but no, and another, this team is completely, the spur, as he calls it, by Watson. That's won him a lot of matches in the United Wrestling Network.
Fame has Midnight Heat all sorts of confused, each member costing the other at various points.
Here comes Guy Tweakacetti up on the apron.
The distraction, and it's paying dividends right now. Tweakacetti taking a tumble. And back inside. Look out here. The bear hug. Oh, my goodness. Look out. There it is. Oh! The heat magnet. The heat magnet. And Braxton's got a magnet to the mat here, and that's going to do it.
Good night.
Here are your winners, Midnight Heat.
Tag team action personified. More tag team action and much more in our main event. We'll be back.